Welcome back, guys. Drive-by guy here. This is part 3 of the iRacing tutorial. Today we're going to get into the hosted sessions, give you a peek at what can be done there. But before I do that, just kind of a recap. Purpose of these videos is for anybody that's like a prospective iRacer. You're thinking about getting on the service. Well, I wanted you to see what it's like, how it is to navigate, what things are available to you. You've probably seen a ton of gameplay on Twitch and YouTube and whatever other sources, but as far as, well, hey, when I'm a member and I want to go and do things, how simple is it? How easy to understand is it? Well, I wanted to provide that because I think that is a need. I had a friend recently sign up and he was asking me all kinds of questions, and I really couldn't do anything to point him to a place where he could get a feel for it. So I came up with the idea, let's just do this and put this out there. So hopefully it's helpful and we can convince some people that it's easy to navigate. It's worth the free trial, or not the free trial, but the low cost trial, to try it out for a month. And if so, if you are convinced of that, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would just take a look in the description below. I'm going to link. Basically what it is it's an affiliate link that takes you to iRacing to sign up, and I get credit for that. I get like $10 in iRacing credits. That allows me to host sessions or buy cars or tracks. If you find this helpful and this helps you to decide to join the service, that's all I ask, to make up for my time that I've spent doing this. So take a look at the description below. That does not preclude you from taking advantage of any promotions. So it will take you to the sign up page, linking it back to me, but it will also give you the ability to put a promo code in as well. So you really don't lose anything. The only thing is I stand to gain something. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and jump into it. So I'm going to take you through the hosted menu here. So we hover over hosted, and here are our options. We can join a race that's being hosted. We can host our own. We can look at our hosted results from the ones we've participated in. We can host a tournament race, and we can look at our tournament results. So first of all, hosted session, what does that mean? Well, iRacing provides us with a ton of regularly scheduled official races and a few unofficial races. For example, just for the sake of showing you the extent, eligible series. So it breaks it down by eligible, oval, and road, and then ineligible. Maybe I don't have content, maybe I don't have a high enough license, whatever the case is. So take a look at the number of items here for oval that I'm eligible for. I mean, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to count them. Maybe 12 to 15. On the road side, same thing, right? And then ineligible. So I'm not allowed to go back to rookie on the street side or on the oval side. And then these, since I'm pretty new on the road side, I haven't unlocked the ability to do these. There's a lot of stuff here, and some of these run every hour. Some of them run every 2 hours. So there's really never a need to do anything, but there are times when you're going to want to do something privately, whether you're doing setup building with a team, or you want to create maybe like a one-off race that's invite only or something. So that's what this is. It does cost money to do it, but it's pretty inexpensive. I'm sure some people will take issue that, oh my gosh, I pay all this money and I still have to pay money if I want to do this. Well, I mean, they do have to dedicate a server to host your session and all that kind of stuff. So, it's just, it is what it is. So it's not that expensive. If you want to, set something up for an hour, it's 50 cents. Obviously, the longer you go, the better deal you get. If I want to set something up for 4 hours, it's going to cost me $2. So if I have a single event once a week or once a month, it's going to cost me $2 each time. I mean, not a big deal. A lot of times you set up leagues and stuff where and you don't want to use the league function, which we'll get into it, in another video. You can do it all privately on your own. Well, you'll charge an entry fee for your league to cover that, and the point is it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't cost you anything to join a race, so that's a benefit. So only the host has to pay there. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the options here. So you set up your session name, you set up a session password. I guess last time I did one, I made that the password. Set up how long you want it to be for. Do you want to do it as a future hosted race or just right now? Where's the best server for you? What track do you want to run? What setup do you want to run, fixed, or do you want to allow people to change their setups? You want to do fuel penalty or max set a maximum fuel percentage amount. Maybe you're doing a shorter race, so you only want 50% fuel, something like that. You want any weight penalties on anything. And then it has you come here and select the setups and, some of that stuff here. The time of day you want to choose, morning, afternoon, late afternoon. So it's pretty new to iRacing. You can configure very specific weather conditions. So let's uncheck that. Dynamic weather says that it's just changing, or it's random. Right here you can set very specific temperatures, humidity, fog, wind speed, the direction, whether it's overcast or clear or what. So a lot of customizable items here for the specific sessions that you want to set up. Again, part of the cost there, right? So they make all of these things available. How you want to start, a rolling start or a standing start. Do you want any quick repairs? So if somebody wrecks their car, can they just reset? How many times can they do that? Do you want full course cautions, or just, let's see, full course caution, no lucky dog, full course caution with a lucky dog. Marbles on the track, so now they've got it to where little pieces of rubber will kind of pile up on the track and such, and you can start with a clean track or carry over from practice and all this kind of stuff. So and then you can say how far rubbered in the tracks are and set that as well. So you do all this, you say purchase and race now, it asks you to confirm, and now you've got a session that opens up. So pretty cool to be able to do that, in my opinion. And let's take a look on the other side if I just want to go join a race. So maybe I don't like any of the official stuff that's going on right now, and I just say, you know what, let me see what people have out there. Maybe there'll be something interesting I feel like running. So here's one, for example. Practice for Domino's TYJ. I know for a fact that's a league that runs. It gets broadcasts. Actually, I happen to know this driver. I'm in a league with him, not that one. And he set up this Atlanta Motor Speedway. It looks like it's a fixed race. 3 cars. Yep, the Cup cars, the SS, the Fusion, and the Camry. Practice 40 minutes, 2 laps, 40 plus laps, qualifying and a race. And since I have all the content and he didn't make it private, I could join that if I wanted to. These other indicators here, they mean different things. So this is a league. I couldn't join that. This one here, I could, but I have some updates that I need to do. This here, I need to buy stuff. I don't have the track. I don't have an eligible car. I would need to make a purchase here. So as long as you own the content and they don't make it private, you can hop into any one of these. So you see a lot of green steering wheels here. I can get into any one of these if I wanted to. So pretty cool to have this as an option as well. It's only 50 cents or a couple bucks to a person, but when you've got tens of thousands of members, you end up with a lot of opportunities to race. So I like the fact that that's available, and so I'm okay with the additional cost there. And then the other part of this is doing tournament races. So I actually hadn't done that before, but a league that I'm in that's really popular actually had more than like 42 people sign up because of how popular it was, and they used the tournament structure to be able to set the field. So it works just as you would think. You've got a couple sessions. They run so that you can have more than enough people. Think of it if you are a NASCAR fan and you follow it closely. Think of it as like the Gatorade duels, right, or whatever it is now. Those, not everybody makes it, right? You have to finish in a certain position. Some people are locked, some people aren't, and so on and so forth. Well, tournaments let you do the same thing. A lot of people join. You set some sort of a cutoff point. It does it across the sessions until you whittle yourself down to 1. So that's what that is. So that makes it pretty neat to be able to have a lot of people try to make it into a certain event, especially if it's very popular and you've been promoting it. So that's an overview of the hosted session, or the hosted menu item here. Again, trying to keep these videos short so it's not too much at one time. If you have any suggestions or thoughts, or I left something out, please just leave something in the comments below. I try to respond to them as quick as I can. And again, if this type of overview is helping you to make the decision to join iRacing, please click my referral link below. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't stop you from getting any deals or anything like that. It just helps me and kind of pays me back for spending the time doing this. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you in the next one where I'm going to go over the league features. See ya.